So friends, it was this time of the year again, Chaos Communication Congress. Each winter between Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, multiple thousand hackers are gathering in Germany to exchange knowledge, fun stories and drink lots and lots of mate. And I could really use the caffeine in mate because I was planned to give a talk on the second day at midnight on the very big stage 1. So I was incredibly nervous. Well, I did the opening to one of the Chaos Communication Congress events before Corona, so a few years ago, and I also had the stage fright of my life at the time. So one could think I am now sort of used to being on big stages, but I am still not. But it went well overall. I gave some insights about all my different projects, what I found interesting on generative art or procedural generation, and how I make things physical. So the talk is recorded. Check it out if you want to. I'll leave a link in the description for you. But there was so much more to see. So the first thing I spotted walking through all the hacking assemblies was this LED mandala light art installation, and oh my god, it was mesmerizing to look at. This one I could stare into for hours, and I wasn't really sure why, because I've seen lots of cool LED installations so far and they all look cool and they make nice patterns and have a nice movement. But then I had a chat with Make TV who built this, and he explained to me that as a diffusing sheet he was using a thick piece of paper underneath an acrylic sheet, and this is what gives it this texture and diffuses the light so nicely that it makes it so pleasant to watch. And that is such a cool idea. I will, I think, shamelessly steal this technique once in the unforeseen future for some LED work. And then you make a few more steps and you can suddenly hear a bit of a weird sound.
Bringing generator control systems online.
And this is a game where you can register an NFC tag and then choose a color. And there are several of these stations hidden somewhere in the Congress Center. And each time you tap your tag, the station goes back to the color or the colored team that you joined when first tapping. And I've played these several times now, also at the EMF camp and at Y camp. And usually I can just register the NFC tag in my arm. But this year it didn't work. It didn't register my tag. And I have no idea why. Does someone know what has happened to this game? Why can't I register my implant anymore? Tell me, I can't play anymore. And then at Congress there's usually a very dedicated station that is for interactive art installations. And this year there was one that I deeply fell in love with. It was basically a little machine with a display on top that prompted you to draw. And I think for most of the people it prompted to draw a sheep in a certain way. So you drew, you put your paper on a tray, put it back in the machine would look at it and evaluate it if it liked it or what you should change. And then you had a next chance to make it better. So basically what it was a reverse image generating machine. It flipped this whole AI image generation process on its head. And for me, it was especially funny because the machine or the prompts the machine gave you, they became more and more angry each time you made mistakes. And I really had to chuckle that at some time it said to me, "This is your last time, make it right now." I had a very quick chat with the artist, and I think you can satisfy the machine, but rarely, very rarely, people managed to actually do that. And there was this whole wall of all failed and maybe not failed tries to draw a sheep in a certain style. And if you are a pen plotter fan like me, there was lots of cool things to do and see this year. First, there was a talk where Frida Nake was on stage, very interesting. I would say he was one of the pioneers on computational art. And it's just very interesting to hear someone from the beginnings of this art scene on a stage talk about his work. But they also did several workshops on pen plotter drawings, which I found very cute. And I sadly didn't manage to join one. And I really hope that a lot more people are now joining the pen plotter drawing scene. But I had a very favorite pen plotter installation at Congress, and it was also there last year, but I didn't manage to make a video, so I thought maybe now I include it today. An installation from Exhine, I think. So the first time you hit the button, it starts the game and it draws your target. And then the pen is moving to random places, and you need to hit stop when you want to shoot the arrow. So you press the button again, it stops, draws the little arrow where you shot it on the target. And you have, I think, 5 tries, then it calculates the high score and says, thanks for playing. And that is so cool. I think so far I haven't seen a pen plotter game yet. This is the first pen plotter game I'm seeing. Do you know of more pen plotter games? I'm really starting to fall into a rabbit hole here, I think. This was such a brilliant idea and I love to play it each time. And in the end, you can take your little target and draw on arrows with you and yeah, show others your high score. So yeah, Congress was a big success and fun again. Maybe you were there and snuck some of my Tab for Art stickers. I'd love to hear from you if you enjoy them. Definitely check out all the talks. There were a lot that are in the intersection of technology and art. I still have a lot on my own watch list and I hope to see you again soon. Have a great time. Bye.